Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talks, your first time channel. Welcome. On this channel, you'll find truck and SUV news, reviews, and interesting stuff I do. Hit subscribe, stick around. It's a good time. Today, I'm in a 2021 GMC Yukon with the AT4 package. I got black on black on black. It's pretty cool looking outside, I'll be honest. Oh, and I got some packages. I got the Premium Plus package. We'll go over what all that means. Midnight blue metallic outside. Oh, I said black. Well, that's because it looks black. Different types of light. The midnight blue is a really interesting color. Second row heated bucket seats and a new floor console. We'll figure out what that means. But anyways, I thought I'm going to go for a drive this morning, or this afternoon, wherever time it is. Let's do some fuel economy with this. This has got the 5.3 liter in it. What makes that interesting, if you look at this build sheet I have on gmc.com, is how the engines are arranged in different trim levels. You can't get the AT4 with a diesel or the 6.2. You can only get with a 5.3, which I think is a kind of a big mistake, not offering a bigger engine with this. And the 3-liter diesel is just a design flaw. They can't make the engine fit in that engine bay, even though they designed that engine from scratch. And we'll talk about the interior. I'll stop somewhere. We'll talk about the exterior. It is 38 degrees this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. Not much wind, but I will be driving a route that's about 70 miles an hour. Goes through a couple towns. It's like my 50 mile an hour kind of, or 50 mile route, which is pretty typical. 50 miles around here is pretty average. And so we'll get some fuel economy on those numbers and just kind of see what it looks like with this 2021 GMC Yukon AT4. 13 to 15, so we'll see the average is probably going to go up a little higher when time we're down, turn around, come back away from the wind. But 70 miles an hour looks like about 1,500 RPM, so it's kind of where we're heading here on the road trip. All right, halfway point of this trip. So we have, let me get the camera in there a little bit better, 35.7 miles that we've traveled, 17.4 mile per gallon, which is pretty good because, you know, the EPA sticker on this truck, which I happen to have right over here, says 18 combined, 16 city, 20 highway. This is mostly highway, but again, we're into that stiff breeze and it's cold, and so yeah, that's kind of what we got. And by the way, here's kind of the sticker. I have magnetic ride control here as well. 20-inch wheels. I got the Bose system. I got the tri-zone automatic HVAC, so I can do all 3 rows with different HVAC bucket seats. I got outside mirrors. I'll do the exterior when I can. It's still, like I said, it's kind of blowing and kind of cruddy today, so may do exterior fitting in this video at some point on a later date. I got the Pro Safety Plus, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, lane change, automatic emergency braking. One thing I noticed is I have rear cross traffic alert and front and rear park assist, is that I do not have adaptive cruise. I just have your standard cruise control, and it was kind of annoying driving here and somebody slowed down in front of me and I gotta turn it off. I gotta go back to cruise control. It's adaptive cruise control would set the distance between me in front of me of the vehicle, and I could move, change lanes and get faster, but not in this. Now you may be saying, wait a minute, Tim, adaptive cruise control does exist in the GMC Yukon, and you would be correct. It does exist in the Denali trim with the advanced technology package for $1,780. You too can have adaptive cruise control. My issue is adaptive cruise control is becoming standard equipment on most of GMC's competitors. So I don't think you should pay for it, and I think it should be throughout the lineup. It's kind of ridiculous to have highest trim level plus additional package. I mean, you're looking at that $75,000 Yukon just to get that one feature. LED lights in the front, standard price is $64,800. Options, the Premium Plus, which we'll go through those in more detail and stuff. The total price is $75,455, and this is built in Arlington, Texas, with most of the parts US, Canadian, Mexico contributing more of the parts there. So again, more on this, more on these options here in a little bit. Let's head back to town and get the fuel up with what we can. The fuel tank's still full, so we'll see if we can squeeze in this baby and figure out how close this number is to real life. All right, back in town. We just finished the trip. Let's look at the fuel economy we have right now on the computer. We have 18.6 as our average, 66.3 miles. Let's go ahead and fill up here at the pump and do the hand calculation, and we'll figure out how accurate that number is and we'll tell you what we got on this long trip. Probably pretty accurate. Let's go find out. Okay, putting in 87 octane, $2.15. Oh, it just clicked. 3 gallon, 3.517 gallon. So we always, or I always fill up click to click. That's what they did when they filled it up when they brought it to me. I'm gonna do the same thing there. It's pretty consistent. I don't worry about overfilling the gas tank. Don't worry about the evap system, anything like that going on. Click to click. We got 3.517 divided against 66 miles. I forgot what that fuel economy is. Okay, so we got 66.3, and we'll grab the calculator here on the phone. But 66.3. Trying to hold everything down here. Let's see. Move my phone here for a second. 66.3 divided by 3.5179 equals 18.8, and we have 18.5. So pretty darn close. And combined fuel economy is 20, so, or 18, excuse me, is 18. So 18s, 18s, and 18s. So there you go, 18s all across the board. Feels like that's a pretty consistent number. And yeah, pretty good driving into the wind. Cold temperatures today, 40 degrees, maybe at the high. Pretty cold day. And yeah, there we go. Let's keep going on this review, and I'll keep telling you more about this 2021 GMC Yukon. Let's check out this GMC Yukon at night. What does it look like? This is always kind of a thing that I never quite show, but why not? So there's the dash lights. And here's some lights over here. Kind of lit up. I'm going to turn on the fog lamps. And take a look at my neighbor's house. So that's how far those lights go out there. And there's, you can kind of see the heads-up display lit up at night. Let's see. Here is the center entertainment. Go back to home screen. There's home. There's that. So there's those lights there. Going down, there's the heating and cooling controls, heated seat, that kind of stuff. And then there's what the door looks like, and there's your OnStar lights and stuff up top as far as opening the rear hatch. Now, let's go see what it looks like outside real fast, because it's pretty cold this morning. Lights, and then this is GMC. There are the rear lights. All right, adding to that real quick, you see my extended cord, but when I open the door, I got lights coming out too. So looks like it comes out from the puddle. Nope, the vehicle. You can hear the air suspension going. Air suspension lowering. Headlights. All right, let's talk about the second row and the third row in the GMC Yukon. This, again, the AT4 Premium Plus package. Wait, what? Second row already? What about off-road? What about the front seats? Well, yeah, let's talk about those. So before we get to that, let's talk about the off-road you see in this video. It's supplied to us from GMC because, well, I don't have a drone, and this looks pretty badass. I mean, look at this thing busting through the dirt roads, kicking up the dirt, which, by the way, is really hard to get clean on vehicles like this, I know. Climbing the hill, and then we have a little rock crawling. Yeah, look at that. Think about that. Think about taking your Yukon to an off-road park and rock crawling it because you have the AT4 package. I mean, it'll do it. You'd be nice, comfortable inside in the seats and nice leather interior, so be an enjoyable ride. But I want to see somebody doing this. This is, I mean, it looks pretty badass. I love the way those wheels are climbing over. I love those red tow hooks in the front. Now, hey, here's the front seats. Again, I kind of messed up and didn't get to this. But there is your front interior. I like the setup. I like the, I know it's controversial, but the shifters, the park, the reverse, neutral, you got to pull the knobs, pull the tabs back to you. I'm okay with that. But this This is probably the future of GM interiors for a while, especially the new Sierra will probably have this interior. Did a good job on that. Really good job. Okay. All right. Let's get back to second row seats because that's important too. Go ahead and hop in. And for those with kids, those running boards are really nice. They're power deployable, like I've said in the other video. Close this. A few thoughts back here. It would be nice to have the windshield blinds. You see this where you have a handle up here and you notch them in. Other brands do this and it keeps the sun glare out. It's kind of a sun glare blind there. But these are dark enough windows, you may not need it. Back here, it's a little dark because I turned the vehicle off. I didn't want it idling in my garage, but I have heated seats, heated seat bottoms. I have USB-C, USB-B, and I have the heating and control as far as the vents. I do have a plug back here for a 110 outlet, so regular household plug. What's interesting is I'm not seeing the floor vents. Or here, I have a vent up there, and I must have floor vents down below because I don't see any vents in the back center console. I do have the cup holders in this model. And there's something about this got deleted, which I'll look at this form one more time. Let's see, midnight second row bucket seats. So it looks like you can get a second row bench seat, which makes sense. So, and then the third row has the bench. So we'll get our butt back there. The deal is back here. So we got a couple cup holders there. All right, USB-C. This is for a latch for probably the covering. When you put these seats down, you can put a covering on so thieves can't see what you have in the back here. USB-C's back there. Let's fold this up. Let me scoot over. This seat in front of me looks like it's back moderately. So yeah, I mean, I'm 5'6". I can sit back here. It's a little tight, but you know, again, I can adjust the seat up there and adjust those seats. So I think you'd fit 3 people back here, no problem. What's this button do? Oh, that's what that button does. So easy on and out. It still folds down by itself. That's kind of nice. So plenty of room back here. I do have some vents and yeah, cup holders, that kind of stuff. So good room. Now this has the rear seat entertainment system. I've done a video on this, and all I'm going to say is if you are good and about technology and understand how to cast from your phone to a screen, you understand how casting works, that's a good option. There is no DVD player. It's a streamable video screen, so you have to stream your content and cast it to the screen. So if you're good with that, that's what you want to do. If you're grandpa and grandma and you just want to play movies to grandkids to pick them up for the weekend, don't go with that. Buy them Kindles instead. Much cheaper. Let's look at one more thing on this chart. I think I did this in another video, sorry. 75,000 with all those options, power replace seats, or yeah, second row heated bucket seats replaces standard package second row seats. So, oh, it looks like it's power release. So these replace second row seats. Maybe not a bench seat. Maybe this guy was Suburban for that kind of thing. And yeah, so overall, I think it's pretty nice back here, as you would expect from a Yukon. Let's go check out the trunk space and check out underneath the hood. All right, that just opened up. So I have all the seats folded up, or actually up, and I'm gonna put this little cart I have for my golf clubs. Cross my fingers, I may be able to get out today. You can see maybe a set of golf clubs would fit in there. That's might be kind of tight with the driver though. Huh. Let's go get my golf club. Okay, take the golf club. Oh, and look at that. I was wrong. It fits. So even with the bag would come up a little bit, but this club has enough room. So you can fit a golf bag back there. And so you have plenty of room there for, you know, bags will sit up there pretty well too. And a lot of times you'll have this like folded down. What's nice is you have the 60-40 split. So you can just do that one seat down and not have the whole bench go down. And you have powered for that back here too. Let's go check out underneath the hood and see what's up there. Oh, it'd have the button to close it. Nice. All right. Oh, easy to find. This sometimes is hard to find. Go ahead and open that up. Raises up nice. Let's see. It's aluminum hood, so nice and easy, and it's got the hydraulics there. So hydraulic assist kind of open, so nice, easy to get to the hood. Not really reaching anything. This is as far as my hand goes, standing flat-footed. So I can't even. There it is. There's the dipstick, and I can sort of reach it. I need to take a step stool if I got to that at all. And then, yeah, I can't fill that at all. Got to get my ladder. Get my ladder out to get to the oil. Let's see, where is windshield fluid? This is a convenient place. Nice and easy on the driver's side. You know, most times these vehicles, anyways, you're doing a lot with this. Not so much with oil. But a lot with windshield fluid. So that's pretty easy to get to. Nice on the driver's side. Like that placement. We got battery, we got fuses, and this is the 5.3 liter V8 in there. So pretty nice setup. I just wish, yeah, I just wish it was a little bit easier for me to reach some things. I do have the nice weather stripping here, so it keeps it kind of more quieter as far as when it's idling, so you don't hear it as much. As far as the engine noise in the cabin, you can see this has got some sound dampening up in here too, so pretty nice quiet cabin. Yeah. So on the road though, this magnetic ride, it rides really nice. It's a pretty smooth riding vehicle. The seats, I have such a hard time with GM seats. They just seem like they're not as comfortable they are right now today, and it could just be a matter of the vehicles I drive are all new and need some time for that leather to break in. So keep that in mind. I can tell you that I drove this 60 some miles. I drove my new 21 F-150 hybrid with cloth seats, about 60 same miles, or actually 230 miles in Cheyenne, and my butt felt a lot better in my Ford than it did the Chevy. I don't know why the seats are such a conversation with Chevys, but it seems like they are. So and Chevy and GMC products should say more accurately. But it could just be, like I said, leather gets broken into. It needs to be broken down, seats to be worn a little bit. As it wears, it's probably gonna be a little bit better. Hopefully if you're looking at buying this. I'm still a big fan of the GMC Yukon. I think they've done a great job with this package. The Tahoe is pretty good too. I tend to like the Yukon a little bit better than the Tahoe just because it seems like for a little bit more money, you get quite a bit more features. And the magnet ride and air suspension was pretty nice in this. I don't know if I'd opt for that because I don't need it to raise and lower that much for me, especially with the power deployable running boards. It seems like that's a little bit of a waste, kind of an overkill, but to each their own. So yeah, I think I had a really good week with this. Really enjoyed driving this around. Short distances, again, butt fatigue. So make sure, you know, if you're in the market for this, make sure you check it out. Check out the features. Check out which one fits you better. This is like a really cool color. I did a couple videos on that. Really like the looks of this. I think they, again, knocked it out of the park. And they have a new platform of this, I should mention as well. A new electric platform. And so it makes adaptive cruise work a lot better. Powers more devices better. The processing speed is just better on the computers, which translates again to real world situations. Adaptive cruise usually have to wait a little bit when the vehicle you got around the vehicle for it to get back to speed. This one does a much better job with that, and that is a real world benefit. So hey, for more Pickup Truck Plus SUV news, check out the website down below. This other video over here. It's a good time. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.